Ruth na Tatenda. You know, in Kiswahili, Tatenda is another word for nitafanya. I will do.
Yes.
Is it? Jina lako katika your name in English, in Swahili, the other part of that name, meaning, is I will do. Ruth and Tatenda and your friends, the two families, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It gives me a great pleasure to join this family, courtesy of your relative in Australia, Jeremy Coage, who insisted I should come. I wanted to have a reason because I'm traveling in about 2 hours away, and I wanted to give an excuse. He said he will not accept a no for an answer. He wanted me to come and bless you people and the family. Yeah, Chemogos. Number one is congratulations. Pongezi. One of the greatest joy of any parent is to see their children walk in the path of their ancestors. One of the greatest sustaining power of our continent in Africa is the centrality of family in our society. And proper definition of having a man and a woman forming the smallest unit of our society. We are proud of you, Ruth, that when you wanted to go and be married, you brought your husband to be blessed with you at home. Pongezi Jetanya. Asante maana hukuogotwa huko barabarani. Asante maana ulimjulisha Tatenda, niko na watu walionisaa, niko na watu walionitunza. I am what I am because behind me is a family. And thank you for bringing him. In Africa, there is what they call extended family. It usually doesn't extend to the siblings only, but it extends to the in-laws. In Africa, in-laws is real in-law. Because from today, or days that you have begun your union, Sunday, you are a son in this family. Did you hear what I said? In African philosophy, you are no longer the son of your parents in Zambia. Is it Zambia? Zimbabwe. But you are now again a son to the family in Kenya, where you are married from. So they don't look at you from today as that stranger who took our daughter, but they look at you as our son. So when Mzee stands and says, you say, my son, who married my daughter. That's an African philosophy. And it is the same from Cape Town to Alexandria. So congratulations. My father was a military officer in World War II. He told me there are 3 things that matters in life you can live and die for. May I repeat it? He told me, son, as you grow up, there are 3 things that matter in life and you should live and can die for. Number 1, freedom. Freedom. The very reason why our fathers fought for independence from colonialism and new imperialism is because they were subjugated by foreign powers to slavery in terms of thoughts and in terms of definition of their identity, renegated to be lower than the rest of the societies in the world. They fought for it. They shed blood. We will protect the same using the same means and figure that our parents put it. The second one, he told me. The second one is dignity. That you must be respected for who and what you are. And the third one, he said, family. Because therein lies the preservation of humanity. Wherein there is a union of a man and a woman, so is the progression of that society they come from. It is the fundamental, natural, and divine right that God has given to humanity. Naturally, being able to preserve our people. Tatenda, you cannot be the one presiding over the extinction of your clan in Zimbabwe. You must be part of the chain of progression so that you hand over to the future generation. A woman is a universal partner of this particular progress, and that is why with gladness we allow Ruth to accompany you. In our sayings in Africa, we say a woman has no generation and has no nationality, and therefore she can give birth to any generation and any nation, anywhere. Kagile matinye ibin amatinye porol. Kaya itayo gitun ko bunji benai. Lagi ni ko toko urere ni ko len guanying orani. Luting ko yung nabagya simbolian. Mo ko mo tibinda no anago mo tibinda nilyo. Ne boyeng ko ichin poro ragetukul. Aragi beruri in Ruth. When you go to the new country, may God bless you to have sons and daughters and beget children and generations that will be Zimbabweans with the blood that comes from this great country. So you are going with blessings. We are not feeling roped. We feel we are fulfilling the goodwill of our forefathers. So may God guide you. And what we are celebrating today is what my father told me. It is something you live and can die for. No one is perfect. And you are getting married at Tatenda. We are giving you a woman. We are not giving you perfection. We are giving you a woman. Not because she is perfect, but because it is the right thing for you to do. We don't marry because we feel pleasure. I am married now over quite a while. I got grandchildren. They are adults. They are in university and so on. I'm talking about grandchildren. We've lived with my wife Rose for a few decades ago. But anytime I look at this woman, I see the blessings she brought to my family. I see the sons and I see the daughters, and I see that as I grow older and as I prepare to exceed the stage, my family and the very root of my family will continue. It doesn't have to be sweet all the time. It doesn't have to be agreeable all the time, but it's got to be the right thing all the time. So you do that because it is the right thing. So we wish you God's blessings, son and daughter. We look forward. We shall visit. We will come to your country as God gives us the opportunity. And we will come and learn your language and learn your culture and appreciate where our daughter has gone. So wish you God's blessings. And as Pastor put it, I can't put it any better, that the foundation of your family must be faith, and faith in God. Never empty yourself of our culture, of our traditions, and of our belief. Our friends in Europe brought the gospel of Jesus Christ, and one reason why we believed in it is because Christianity, which has semblance and taste of Judaism, in many ways it relates to African worldview on the concept of God. And they told us there is a God, and we climbed the mountain of faith. But when we reached the plateau in a period of 200 years. We found Europeans are no longer there where they were calling us from. And we are asking ourselves, where are they? They have removed God from their families. They have removed God from the system of education. They have removed God from their parliaments. They have removed God from their society. And they are on their way out to extinction as a race. Today, they are below the 3-digit in terms of population growth because of one thing. They demean and renegated the position and the role of family and redefine marriage. In Africa, we define marriage between a man and a woman. Bele gogile ye maji Tunisia wiri. Inyo isutugu mogo beage no gerge. Agi sutugu nyoga. Agi wure sandet ana wure ngorge. Kege banen. Komi TV cheki kisi jagororo nenge mwani. Kororo nen we magiga kicha kwanda metu agi kumye kumanglago jagororo. I mete agi opju wiri no tupje. Pooh! So the divination we have in Africa about marriage is not negotiable. It is definite. And now they are coming back to us and telling us, no, you need to rethink. Because they tried slavery, it could not affect us. Because family protected Africa. They tried family planning tricks introduced in the 70s, wakati wa Jimmy Carter. In a report given by Kissinger in 1976, they said Africa, if not tamed, by 2060, it will be more than half the population of the world. And it will control us, and it will control resources. For them to access it, they said their population must be shrinked. And they tried family planning. It exploded. Alafu wamelete na magonjwa kutumalisa. Bado tunazaa. Ngebarae kesi sogol. Wagalete ukimwi. By 1984, there were about 34 million in the world. They said the 24 ilikuwa katika Afrika na kwingineko. Lakini Mungu alituokoa. Juzi analeta ingine ya kuharibu mabafu. Kole beku Afrika ni juu in 2 months. Lakini mange kole achege kunageri ye kuchute tembreke puani. Sasa ngochut confederate koteresa nenge metele beri tuli. Kotilile puani kechwa ngotingi techupile kogiwa. Watu je Jehova. Tatenda najaribu kuweka. I'm trying to put some 4-wheel gear in the legal language and local language to express the importance of family. So with those few remarks, may God bless you. Amen. What sustains the family is not only love, but coupled with understanding. Second, working hard to make sure you don't lack. You'll be able to supply to the needs, especially basic needs. Because life is basic, actually. Every other thing is just in a bita. So with those few remarks, I want to say congratulations and may God bless you. Thank you, Pastor. So, ukiona nikiondoka, mutajua I'm just rushing to the airport.